Good morning, happy Monday everyone. Come on in, grab your coffee. It's Nickib B from socialvibetribe.com and Playing with Nickib B. We are here this Monday. It is ready to create. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. What are we drinking today? Are we drinking coffee or are we drinking gin? Like, what time of the day is it where you are? Are you a tea drinker? If so, what is your favorite tea combination? I think mine is, I was totally addicted at one stage to hibiscus and passion fruit. Tetley's had it out for a while there. Emery bought the entire lot from our local supermarkets for me, and then they discontinued it. So that was fun. I actually did then send them a tweet and a message and on Instagram, and they said you're going to find it really hard because we have actually discontinued it. And then I kept sending them photos of boxes that Emery had got, and they're like, well done. There's still some out there somewhere in the world, but if you find them in your local store, please send them to me, because it's gotten to the stage where I don't drink the tea in case I run out of the tea. That's the stage we're at with the tea drinking. But how are you? Welcome. As you can see, I am still using my phone. We still haven't bought the camera, but it is in the process of being purchased, as we say, here in Australia. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to create a sticker pack for this week for our planner. So I've got an idea that we will do. This sticker pack will also be part of the planner launch on Thursday, so I'm going to make a pattern as well, and that pattern will be a pattern that will be on our planners as well as on some washi tape in the near future, but in the future where we can just, make it. Good morning, Alison. How are you? We did have a good weekend, thank you. I still wasn't feeling too crash hot, to be honest. So Saturday we just cleaned the house, and then on Sunday Emery went to the gym. I was super excited about going to the gym, but I said to her, I need a couple more days to knock this whatever on the head. So I went and spent some time with my mum, which was really, really nice. She says hi, by the way. My mum always watches these videos. Hi, Mum. Let me just get my passcode out, because the other day I did this on camera, which is always so professional. So yeah, let's grab our Procreate app, our favorite Procreate app, and then we can get started. Now, I've already got these up. Alison asked if I could do some fitness stickers. I'm okay. I'm not feeling 100% and quite weekend relaxing at home. See, it's going around. Everyone's just chilling. Everyone's just chilling. I think everyone's just resigned themselves to the fact that, we've got enough to watch on TV. We've got the new Eternals movie out. Marvel, a lot of stuff of Marvel's coming out. We can watch on Disney Plus if you're an Apple TV subscriber. We got Binge. We got Hey You. We got heaps. We can be entertained. We will not be bored. That's for certain. So yeah, Alison asked me actually if I would do some fitness stickers. And I went, already started. So these are the sticker packs that are going to come through. I actually love doing these. I did these when we were watching TV. Based on the original shoe, which, I love creating things like this. So that was fun. So they're going to be available in a sticker pack or a sticker sheet. I'm not sure. Michael watched the Eternals movie yesterday. Not my type of movie. Okay, Michael and I will sit there and watch all the Marvel movies together. So they'll be coming in 4 different colours. So you've got your pinks, your reds, your blues, your orange. What's your favourite colour? Is it red, pink, orange, blue? Is it purple? I haven't done a purple one, so I don't answer that one. But yeah, so that's all the colours that have come through. I think I actually did a green by the look of that. Did I do a green one? Let me see. Was that just a hint of green that I just saw? No, that was just the shading, I think. Oh no, that was just the black and white one. I did a monochrome one as well. Just to see what that would look like, which is pretty cool. So remember, these are going to be super small. But yeah, I love creating different things. I'm not into the DC as much. I find them a bit too dark and twisted, to be honest with you. I do watch them on TV, if that makes sense. I watched The Flash, I watched Arrow, Supergirl, you know, it's all the things. The blue and red ones are my favourite. They stand out, yes they do. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to create another pattern, and shout out to Selena who messaged me on Friday and said, oh my god Nick, look at the pattern I just created that you showed me how to do, and she created an incredible pattern. So Selena is Layla's Loft over on Instagram. If you want to go and check out what pattern she did her little character as a pattern, and it was amazing. So yeah. So let's get creating. As I said, as soon as I get this new camera, it's going to be all on like Donkey Kong, and we're going to be over on the Instagrams. Not the Instagrams, the YouTubes. You know, because I have a better, not response, but I like the way that YouTube presents videos, of course. But it'll be all the thing. But in the moment, you know, you got me on Facebook. And don't worry, I'll send everyone the link and all that stuff. But this is what we're creating. This is my idea that I was thinking of. And shout out to my mum, actually, who was the one who inspired this idea, because she showed me some fabric that she had been using. Let me get just what I'm doing first. Okay, so she showed me some fabric that she was making and creating some amazing stuff for people, and it inspired me to do this week's planner and the sticker pack, and it's all about some flowers. So it's all about nature. We're looking at what am I doing? Hang on, hold please. Let me just get into yeah, that one. So it's all about flowers and nature and all that stuff. But think like batik. You remember the batik stuff? Or when we used to, you know, at school, they were like, let's do batik. You're like, what's that? So it's kind of like that, to be honest with you. And we can go from there. So what I want to do is we want to create the diamond. Now I don't know why this is always so small. Oh, why is that bigger? That's weird. So yes, so we want to create the stamen. So what we're looking at doing is a cute little flower, but the flower is going to be stitched. So that's the look we're going for, okay? So the look we're going for is that it's going to be stitched. So we've got our, oh, that's cute, isn't it? Why is it doing that? I don't like that. Let's do it that way. So what I've done is it's 3000 by 3000 a canvas on Procreate, of course, and I've then done the drawing guide, edit drawing guide, and it's on quadrant. Oh, sorry, it's on radial, which means that, you know, it's all directions. So that's what we're doing today. So what we're doing is we're just creating these cute little stamens for in the middle of the flower. So you always do a dot first. It's very sensitive today. You always do a dot first, and then you bring them out a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. So, and we try to put them so they're not all uniform, you know, they're not all in one direction. So, for example, because you've got one there and then you've got the two there, let's put those in the middle like that. Right? And then we'll put one of those in the middle there. Okay, so we've got our stamen. Hooray! That's always fun, isn't it? Let's create another layer on top of that. We want to do the drawing assist again, but I don't want the oh, maybe I do want the radio. And what I'm going to do is going to use one of my favorite ever pens, which is the Stitched, SK Stitched. Now I think I got this from hollypixels.com. If so, when I find it, I'll put it in the link in the description. Then I'll also put it over on Procreate, so you can just, you know, find them, download them, buy them if they're for sale, and all that stuff. So I like the SK Stitch 27. I'll show you what that looks like. So, I don't think this is. Oh yeah, that's going to be her. And that's what our plan is to do. So the plan is to stitch the petals, and then in the middle of that we're going to put our colours. Okay, so the best way to do that, because a flower's never perfect, is it? So I like that middle part though, but when we do the next one we might do it so it's kind of got a little bit of a shape to it. And then that way it gives the eye a little bit of something to follow and go through. That looks super cute, right? So that's our outline. That's how quick it can happen. So we love it. We're going to squeeze it together. And then we're going to bring a layer on the bottom of that. And I want to just start doing my colours. So I want to get back into my recents and go onto my monoline. And then what I want to do is just create like a pop of colour, and we'll see how that looks. Let's drawing assisted again. Basically drawing assisted allows you for it to be symmetrical, but it saves you a hell of a lot of time too. So we can either do them like that and then just drag that colour in, which might look cute. What do you think? That might look cute. We can then, if we wanted to, let's do another one underneath that one, but we'll do it as a lighter pink and see what that looks like on each side. So that might look like a thing. So this is just the first one. This is just trying to work out what we want. That. Do you like that? Maybe. Let's bring that up a bit. And then what we'll do while we're in that one, we're just going to bring this down and we're just going to give it a little bit more. Why is that not working? Hello. Oh. Is it because it's on the assisted? What's happening? Oh, it says it's working. Oh, you know why? It's because I'm on the pink. It's because I'm underneath. It's always user error. For those who watch my... So this is the idea, to just kind of do that, perhaps. So let's drawing assistant. And then we can maybe put a few little yellows here, so it's you know what I mean? Is that what happens on... I don't think that happens though. Maybe not. Although it's our flower, we can do what we want, but maybe we need to put that then in here. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. That could be a thing, I think. So let's see what it's going to look like if we create a sticker out of this. So in the old days, I used to do it this way, and I would like create a border around them. I'm going to do it rough because I don't do it like this anymore. I actually do this whole border section now over on the Cricut Design Studio because it can do it perfectly. Like, whereas with this, you've got a little bit of a shake happening. You can never get it, you know, the right shape or anything like that. But this is kind of what the sticker's going to look like. And this is just our first one. It's basically you put your pen to paper or pen to iPad and you create something, and then you say, okay, I like that, or I don't like that, or that's kind of the idea I was going for but not quite, and things like that. So that's just our first one. So for me personally, it's okay, but it doesn't, you know, spark joy, as Marie Kondo said. So let's start again. So we might, instead of quadrant or radial, we might do quadrant, which is 4. Quad being 4, because we've got our stitches, pen, all up, and then we have to put drawing assist, and then we can do it this way. So it might be a little bit better, perhaps. Depends on what kind of flower we're doing too, you know. But my idea was to kind of have like a cute little flowered pattern. And we're just going to try to not judge ourselves, but work out what's the best way to do these flowers. Maybe it's... that'll be like a 4-leaf clover. Maybe. Let's do my favorite style. Oops. We'll just take that assisted off for a minute. This is my favorite style of flower that I do. I do need to work out why my pen is doing this. But anyway, so I absolutely love daisies. Daisies. What's your favorite flower? See, it's just not working out how I want it to. You know how you have an idea in your head and then it's just not working? Maybe doing it with this assisted is kind of doing the wrong thing. So let's just free flow and then see what that does. So what we want is we want to do like a flower. See, it's just not... I should have got my mum to take a photo of that idea. You get my idea, right? It's kind of like a thing. Maybe what I need to do... let's just draw one for the sake of drawing one. And then we can get our sizing and things up and running. Okay. Because sometimes best laid plans, and then when you start doing a different thing, it kind of works. Try not to, when you start creating your art and your stickers, and if it's not working for you, try not to get frustrated and just, you know, just go, okay, so that's not going to be a thing. Let's do this thing. And then sometimes it just works out perfectly. I love tiger lilies, but I do have a like for frangipanis in memory of my mum. Oh, that's nice, Alison. Frangipanis are the best too. So we've got that. So that doesn't look too bad. Let's do, in honour of Alison's mum, a bit of yellow underneath that. What we might do, are we on a different layer? Yes. Yes. We'll do this. We can either smudge it. Let's see what I've got as a smudging. Like that. That's way too big. Because it's normally got like a white. And sometimes just a hint of colour, doesn't it? With frangipanis, sometimes it doesn't show up so strong. So when you use your smudgy tool, you can kind of just push that colour around. Cool. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. So let's put something on top of that. That will do like your oops. What I'm looking for is a nice stamen colour. Okay, let's do one under that. Oh, it's warm today. And what we're doing now is we're just going to connect, make that a bit smaller. We'll just connect a couple of those. You don't have to connect all of them, because you want it to be the illusion of nature. Okay. Whew. We're in Coffs Harbour. There were so many. She kept saying, oh, look, there's my frangipani. Oh, beautiful. Miss heard her and she said, can you fetch my panties? Oh my God, that's so funny. I love stories like that, Alison. They're the best, aren't they? Unreal. That's so funny. I actually like that. So let's lock the yellow and let's make a pink one. And we want it to be, oops, a bit bigger, don't we? We want more of a vibrant pink, like a hot pink. That's better. Let's push that right round, baby, right round. what we'll do is we'll just create a whole heap of these flowers, and then we'll try and find a pattern that we like with it. We might chop and change, but that's what this video is all about. Remember to like this video too, share it if you'd like to. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps me out greatly, and then you'll be able to see what I create more and more and more. But in the meantime, do this. Let me know also what you'd like to see. Like, would you like to see more of these how-tos? We're going to be doing more plan with me's, definitely. She had the most wicked sense of humour. Oh, I love that. Her and Michael tormented each other so much. They had a wonderful relationship. I bet you he misses her too. That's like Anne-Marie and my dad. They had a fantastic relationship. We were really saying the other day how much she misses his humour. Which is nice, isn't it? When your partner says that about one of your relatives rather than the other way. Oh, ooh, this is a good purple. Look at this. Now we're getting somewhere. See, once you start creating something, if it doesn't work, just play. Play and see what comes up, and you might be pleasantly surprised. Which is good. Oh, we've got little finches out there today. We've been having a few little magpie babies come up again, which is just beautiful. They've been a bit quiet, so we're thinking that maybe there's a sea eagle flying around, that all the birds are really quiet lately. So there's another predator around that they're keeping out of its way while it's doing whatever it's doing. And then you know when that's gone because they just, I was going to say light up the sky with their song, which is kind of how it is. You wake up and you can be serenaded in the mornings, which is nice. Now, if you find that you've got a little bit too much, you can do things. You can use your eraser, erase a little bit of it, and then just push that around a bit more. Or you can introduce white or a different colour if you wanted to introduce a different colour, and then push that around more. Sometimes I like doing it with the eraser tool, so it's not so strong a colour. Unless you do it that way, which is ridiculous. And then remember just to push that. So with the smudging tool, you're pushing the colour. So I'll show you on this side. So you've got that, right? So what you're doing is you're either pushing it in or you're pulling it out. See that? And it just gets less and less and less and less. So you can create different things. So I tend to push pull with mine just to create it. But if you got too much, like if you go outside the line, what you do is you just use your smudge tool and just push it back in again. So that's what that does. Now I have to get rid of it. Come on. Done, done, done. Gone. Okay, so that purple's cute. I'm thinking it might be too... maybe black? I don't know. Okay, so we've got let's do an orange one and then we can work it out, hey? So let's get rid of the purple again and create a new layer, and then create a new layer, and then do orange. So we want definitely orange. Okay, so let's do that. And then we can go from there. We're starting our deep water running class tonight, and we're super excited about it. They do predict or say that there's going to be some thunderstorms around, so hopefully we'll get away with the class, but super excited. Do you guys do aqua aerobics? Are you into that? It's the best for your joints. You can get your heart rate right up without pardon me, any of your joints hurting. I tend to get some lower back issues because of sitting in this chair or a chair for hours on end when I'm creating. So any kind of jarring movement, like I can't do step class or just normal aqua because of that jarring. But aqua aerobics in a deep water setting is completely different. So I'm just going to bring some more colour in because this isn't... Ah, that's better. We'll do it that way. Due to COVID, they had postponed it. Yeah, that's true, Alison, especially where you are. That's why we're quite surprised that they're still going ahead with stuff like this in the Gold Coast, because it's Queensland's hot spot. You know. But hopefully. This orange just does not want to play, does it? It probably looks great on screen though, from what it looks like. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to just put a little bit more. Oops. Let's see what this does. And good old Djokovic is flying back home, which is wonderful to hear. Hooray! Now we can actually talk about tennis without talking about him. So we're actually looking forward to Ash Barty's game tonight. Aussie, 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 represent. Do you watch the tennis? I hadn't for a while, and then I've gotten back into it. Oh, he was just... That's called a narcissistic tendency at play big time. He shouldn't have even gotten to that stage. He shouldn't have even been issued a visa in Dubai, but that's for the federal government to work out. Anyway. Okay, so we've got orange. We've got our purple. Oh, I love the purple. We've got our pinks. And we've got our yellow. What's another? Is there a colour that I'm missing? Do you have blue frangipanis? I maybe. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to be clever. We want to create a group of those. Duplicate that, bring that orange in to the group, and then, oh, that did not work, did it? Hold, please. Why didn't that work? Ah, because I haven't got the colour up. Ta-da! So the added benefit of doing that, let's duplicate the orange. The added benefit of doing it that way too is that we can do my favourite thing, which is just changing the colours this way. Which is cute. There's a deep red coloured frangipani. Ooh, is there? Okay. I quite like that blue too. Let's do the deep red colour. Let's lock that one, lock that one. We've locked all the others. We want to make that a new one. So a deep red. Oops. Oh yeah. So this might come out burgundy. We'll either do it this colour or a... Yeah, see, because this is going to come out brown, I think. Let's do this one. That might be better. I know it's not blood red, but it's going to get darker. And then we can build it up from there. Build me up. You knew I was going to sing it. Buttercup baby, just to let me down. I fell around. What's the fall? How's your music going, Alison? Are you doing much with it? Okay, so we'll do this, push that around, and then what we'll do is we'll do a bit darker. Just to give it some contrast. And see how that looks. I had the weirdest friggin' dreams last night, so did Anne-Marie. I said to her, I think I might need to stop watching Criminal Minds before we go to bed. We watched Criminal Minds because we've been binge watching that. And then we were listening to Leah Remini and Mike's podcast on Scientology, called Scientology in the Aftermath, because we're obsessed with that show. And didn't realise that they actually do a podcast. So we've been binge listening to that at night when we go to bed. Lay there. I play my Switch. Yes. I don't like that at all. I play my Switch and Anne-Marie watches funny videos on maybe that red on Facebook, and then she normally falls asleep and I carried on listening to it, but I said to her, okay, I need to cut myself off and say, right, 9 o'clock all devices, because we still get up at 5, you know, so I've basically had 4 hours sleep. That's no good for anyone. At all. I was playing my keyboard on Saturday. Yes! Oh, wrists ache. I do have a backup singer. Nice. The neighbour's dog was howling with me. Oh, that's so funny, Alison. You'll have to film it. Get Michael to film that. You could do a duet. You could be an international sensation. Maybe. Are you looking forward to the... Every time I say maybe, it reminds me of West Side Story, now that that movie's coming out. I cannot wait for that movie to come out. Anne-Marie's never seen it. And the fact that Spielberg has done it, my favourite director, writer of all time, other than Aaron Sorkin, it's kind of like a... Same but different. I cannot wait for it. The adaptation looks amazing. Cannot wait. Dog is a white ball of fluff and never stopped barking, howling day and night. Oh, poor little Mite. He might be lonely. Maybe he's just warming his vocals up so he can be a TikTok sensation. Okay, that's not the red we were going for. This is not the red you were going for. If this was a Jedi, this is not the red we were going for. Maybe I need to do a bit more rather than less. Let's do that. And then see what happens. I think it's still going to look brown. Unless it looks completely different on the screen. See, it just looks brown. Okay, so what are we going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to put really bright red. And really bright yellow. And then see what magic appears. Which could be a colossal stuff up, or we've just created a new color. But I think we can clearly all agree that frangipanis are really hard to draw or recreate. It's not something Michael would watch? Really? Show tunes? Is he crazy? I love them. I went through a phase where all I would watch was musicals. So my mum got me into Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. My favourite of all time, On the Town. We're moving on the town. What else? Calamity Jane is probably my favorite of all time musical. Love her. The story of my life. Really? Now we're getting somewhere. But yeah, what's your favorite musical? Singing in the Rain. Yes. How did I not say that one? Anything Gene Kelly puts his mind to. That's why I loved Xanadu. Because Gene Kelly was in it. Like that dance scene that he did. Whew. You cannot lose talent like that. Anchors Away. I don't think I've actually seen Anchors Away. Okay, we're still not getting a red. But we're having fun. So that's the main thing, isn't it? We're creating art. That's the other main thing. Maybe I need to look at a photo of one in red. I want them to be really vibrant. Oh, my stomach's growling. Can you hear that? Wow. T for Two, Lighter Silvery Moon. I found that sad. Anything with Dawn and Gordon McRae. I loved Gordon McRae. He was lovely. Wasn't he? I don't know in real life what he was like. I'm gonna try something. Oh my gosh, can you hear my stomach? It's crazy. I don't know what's going on with it at the moment. Oh, thank you, Alison. You're amazing. Alison just sent me a photo of the frangipanis. Oh, they do look like that. Okay. Alright, so we'll just do the really... and then put a bit of orangey yellow in them. Perfect. Thank you. So, let's do it this way. Amazing. Let's put a little bit of orange on the subject. Creative license and all that. We'll just get rid of this one and start again. Lovely little crows singing along out there. That's better, Alison, you're amazing. Thanks for the inspo. I've been having so much fun with the Animal Crossing that I'll have to come on and do it online on YouTube, Nickib B Crossing. I'm going to start a whole YouTube channel just for Animal Crossing, and that's going to be my downtime, you know. It's going to be my away from work, just to create for the sake of creating, which is what I love about it. Swap your crows for galahs. Yes, please. White corellas. They are dropping seeds everywhere on the back patio. I would love that. We're going up to Mount Tambourine for Australia Day with some friends, and I cannot wait. I hope that there's heaps of kookaburras for Anne-Marie to freak out and just love. Isn't that the nicest little frangipani? Okay, now I'm rethinking all the frangipanis. Oh, let's put more. Oh my gosh, I've got the hiccups, and I apologize because I get louder and louder when I have hiccups. I do sound like a cockatoo by the end of the hiccup, so I'm apologizing now in case that happens. Oh, that was wrong, Nick. Did you see what happened? It's because I've already... Okay, that's not going to happen. It's because I've already merged it. Sometimes that's what happens. And we just... It's not good. Although it shouldn't have done that. Oh, it did do that. I think we've got enough, don't you? We've got our reds, we've got our blues, we've got our oranges, maybe with the, we've got our purples, we've got our pinkies, and we've got our yellows, and then we've got that weird thing that we won't even look. That was just a bad mistake. Not even a mistake. There's no mistakes in art. That was just a, we couldn't. You can cross the border without a negative rectax. They are so hard to get. Yes, they are very much. We have friends that have got symptoms, but basically have just isolated themselves until they don't feel sick anymore because they cannot get a test anywhere. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing on a Western country, that they cannot get their test anywhere? Annoys the living daylights out of me. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to keep creating this top layer, which is that layer, and then we want to move the color into that and then make it a whole thing. Oops. So again, duplicate that layer, lock that one, bring this color in, merge it all down, squishy. So eventually we'll have the cutest little flower scene. That's what I mean. Sometimes when you're making patterns, it's just trial and error, you know? And it may not even look good as a pattern when we're finished with it, but we'll have a go. Okay, so we've got our purple, so duplicate, make the purple one. I like the purple one. Oops. Oops. Okay. Thanks. Oops. Oh, that's... Okay. We're getting somewhere. Lock it. Delete it. duplicate it, make it a thing, bring it into the group, squish it, oops, squish it, thanks, and then move it out of the group, and then lock it. So duplicate, make it visible, get your yellow or your pink or whatever that colour is. That's a cute colour. I love that colour. Maybe I like it better than the yellow. Okay, see, happy accidents. Let's bring that over there. And then just merge those two. Yes, girl, yes. And then we'll move that over into that one. And we just made a new one. Okay. Cute. Thanks for loving this video, Alison. You rock. Okay, so what we've got is a multitude of colours. So we've got that colour, we've got this colour, we've got that colour, we've got that colour, we've got that colour, and we've got that colour. So what we can do is just keep that as is. So we'll make sure that there's actually something on the board. And then I'll go into my galleries. I'm going to duplicate it. So then we're not going to play with our original file, because we can go back and we can, you know, try some new things and all that stuff. I just realised that my blind is annoying. Is that better? Let's see if that works. Maybe not. Maybe not. What if I moved it over? No, you can't even see it. That's why. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to have a play at my most favourite thing ever, and that's creating patterns. So we want to unlock all these. Remember, we've duplicated them anyway, so we don't have the file, original file, so we can play with this one. So what we can do, if we wanted it to be all uniform, which we can do, what we'll do is we'll just put them all in together. In other words, we'll make them all visible, we'll group them, and then we'll bring them down together to a size. And then we can move them around the canvas that way. So we don't necessarily group it, but you can just highlight it so the group is highlighted. So the first one we'll just move and put it over there. This one we can put it that way. So remember, with your patterns now, just don't go near the edge. So don't go over to the edge. With the orange one, I wonder what that looks like duplicated. That's a bit better. If you wanted to be darker in colour, oopsies. Oh, not that dark. You can duplicate them. So you've got that colour. You can duplicate it and then make the top one a little bit lighter, and that just gives you a different look too, you know. I actually like the original, so we so we want that one, I want that one over here, so we haven't got the oranges too close together. And it might get to the stage where we go, you know what, we don't want the orange. The orange is gone. Purple, let's duplicate to see what colour. That's a nice vibrant colour. Let's squish them together. So that way. We've got the pink. Let's see what the pink looks like duplicated. I don't know, I quite like that it's a lighter. So we got your pinks. Let's put that. This is when it gets to the fun Tetris part that I love. there. And we'll put that orange one so this is when you start playing with them. By seeing what colours are similar, what are the same. Hey Monica, how are you? So what we might do is, these two are too similar, so let's bring the, I like the green up there. Maybe we won't have that one. So let's not have that one. Let's move the pink over. Move the orange down. Purple up in. Red, that purple just needs to maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've got 5, which is what we need. We can see what that looks like. Alison, are you? Does this freeze for you too, or is it just Monica's? Maybe Monica, because Alison hasn't had any problem, I would just refresh your thing. Okay, so what I might do now, because we've got all these up, I might just make like little, remember we've done our group, so we can just highlight those again and then move them all at the same time, which I'm going to do smaller. And then one by one we can move it right round, baby, right, ma'am. So this is going to be a fairly busy pattern, being that there's so much on it, but it could work for us. Let's see, shall we? Remember that the purple and the purple, that's going to be very close, so we won't do it that way. We will do it. Oh, I want the layers to show. Maybe that way. And then perhaps put the little blue over there. The little purple over there. The little orange over there. And we'll put one in the middle here. So I think we might put another, maybe that one. Let's duplicate that one and then let's see what color it actually. moves into, if we can. Maybe. Duplicate. As I said, this is really busy, but this maybe, it could be a cute thing. Yeah, that's on your side, Monica. So you might have something on your computer that's stopping that. Okay, so we love. Let's group those two together. So they're grouped. So that's our original pattern. So we're just going to put, well, there are the OGs. So let's put the OG for original. And then let's duplicate that. Oh, it's not going to let me. Okay, because that's the original and we don't want to, we like the sizes and all that stuff. What we're going to do is not have the phone ring, is we're going to duplicate that. Duplicate. And then we're going to play, so that's your original. So let's bring these in as a stack so we know what we're doing. And then this is our one that we're going to play with. Cool? Okay. I'd have this on a pillow or a boomerang. Ooh, that sounds nice. Okay. That sounds cool. Okay, so we've got our OGs, right? In other words, what we've got is we've got two files. That's our original OG. So we can then play on this one. So always do that when you're doing your surface patterns as well. You know, be clever and try not to use the same file, because it's just, it'll inevitably, you'll accidentally delete or something will happen with it. So because we've got all that, what we can do is just bring that into one layer. Bring the other one into the layer. And then we'll just bring those both out so we don't get confused. And then we're going to merge them. So they're all one layer. So we can do different things with that. No worries, Monica. I'm going to put this on YouTube anyway, darling, so you can watch it on that. Hopefully next week this will all be on YouTube live. So we'll be going on live on YouTube. So we don't have issues like what you're describing. But no worries. You just chill, watch something else, or play with your cards and create. And then you'll be able to watch it on YouTube. So no worries. You won't miss out. I promise. So what we can do is this. We can just make a new layer. This is a different way of doing patterns. I like making it like a pink color so it sees better. What we want to do is we want to duplicate that and then lock that. Let's rename it first. And we want to call this pattern 1. Or original. We'll just call it the original pattern. That way we know what's happening, and then we want to just not have it visible anymore. So we're always working on this now. So we put that in, we'll put a color on, and then we'll bring that down to 50%. Okay, what we want to do is we want to duplicate that. Oh, sorry, we want to make it into a group and then duplicate it. It's going to go darker. See it go darker? So what can happen is this. On your bottom layer, we want to put magnetics on. And then, as I said, this is a different way of doing the patterns. And then I'll show you the other way that I do them. So you can do that, and then you can bring it over to the corner. It doesn't have to be fully half if you don't want it to. You can do it fully half if you want it to. And then on this one, you can do this, and you can bring that over to that. And see, the pink allows it to, you can have a look and see how close it is. Oh, not doing that, Nick. For God's sakes. You can see how close it is, and if it overlaps, you'll see that different color, like the darker color, or you'll see the white. So you want it to be as snapped in as much as you can. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring that layer up. We're going to bring the color, like the flower layer, up, and we're going to merge those two together. We're going to get rid of that group, we're getting rid of this group, and we're going to start again. So we're going to call this one pattern 2, pattern 2, pattern 2. We're going to duplicate it, we're going to lock it, and then we're going to do the same. So we're going to put that in, we're going to put the color, we're going to bring that to 50%. We're going to make it a group, duplicate that group, but this time, using the bottom one, we're going to go up, down. So we went side to side, so this time we're going up, down. Up and down. So if you want to go to half, go to half. You don't have to, you can do it whatever you want to. So that one, so this one, I go down. So that one's going down until it's there, and then we can see that it's all linked perfect. We then bring our pattern up, bring that other pattern up, merge those two together, delete the groups, ta-da, and there's your pattern. So this is pattern 3. So we've created 3 patterns so far, basically. So this is when it becomes the fun part. This is the part that I absolutely love, 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 love. Love it. And that is that we have our original pattern that we want. So, and we're happy with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to do it 4 times. The 5th time here, which is your original, I want you to take that off, so you're not going to use it, so you're not going to play with it. With these ones, I want you to unlock them all. And then using the bottom pattern, what we want to do is we want to bring this corner to the middle. So we're bringing this corner to the middle. And this is going to show you what it looks like as a smaller pattern. So that's to the middle. So the second one on the bottom, this one goes to the middle up that side, and what you want to do is make sure it really does snap into place. Snap into place. So on this one we want to go down to the corner, so we want to go down to that, and I like kind of going down and then up just so it links. And then this one we want to go down to that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our pattern. So I'm going to put, I use the J. Burrows 84 Premium Digital Paper. This is in 200 GSM. This is white. I absolutely love, love, love it. It feels like satin to me. It's an amazing thing. I just saw that my color ink light button is saying there's no ink, but we don't listen to them. So that's our pretty color. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to merge. So pinch, merge, and then we're going to call that pattern 4. Pattern 4. I love it. We love it in white, don't we? That's how it's going to look. So what I want to do is I want to create a new layer, and then I'm just going to put white on that. Make sure it's pure white by checking the value is FE, FFFFF. Should be FFFFF. That's better. Which is pure white. White. And then with that pattern 4, duplicate it, lock it so you're not playing with it. And then I want you to merge. So then that's our pattern with the white on it, and we don't have to worry about it. So we're going to save, share, PNG. I'm going to airdrop it over to my computer. We're going to bring up AI, which is Adobe Illustrator for all those playing at home. And then I'm going to crack my knuckles annoyingly. Okay, so that's all done. So that's our patterns there, which is cute. Isn't that cute? So I'm just waiting for the good old AI to open up, and we can move over to the other computer, which will be Kiel in Gulliver. Did you guys have that massive storm? When was that? That was Saturday night. I think I told you guys, I actually thought it was my phone was going off. I don't have my phone on any form of sound. It just flashes light when I get a message or when someone rings and stuff like that. So I just thought it was that, and then I realised it was actually lightning. It was an incredible light show. Hardly any thunder. The wind was ferocious. Ferocious, I tell you. It was amazing. So we fell asleep during the storm, which is nice. Okay, so I'm going to move this over. So you guys can see what I'm doing. This is why we need the new computer. And we'll go from there. So remember I did this and then it went weird. So I apologize if it goes weird again. So let's bring this up like it should be, allowing me to do. You had a massive storm too, Alison? It was crazy, right? Oh, we didn't have the thunder though. Did not have the thunder. We just had the lightning, which was crazy. Okay, so I'm going to bring my computer over. We'll move everything over so you can see what's happening. So I'm going to maybe lift this up a little bit so you can see. Can you see that? Wait on. There you go. So we want to call this, what can we call it? Why don't we call it something? What do we name it? What about Monday? No. We'll call it Pretty with Pink. There you go. That's our Pretty with Pink pattern. Or pattern, as I just called it. Pattern. Cool. So what we want to do is we bring this from our downloads and we want to make it onto, actually, downloads. And then we want to bring it over to our Adobe Illustrator file, which I've got open there. Oh, my ear hole keeps doing that weird high pitch thing, which it does a lot. Oh, it didn't do it. I don't want that one. Oh, look how pretty it looks though. I'm impressed. Okay, what I want to do is I just want to bring it into here. Locked or hidden. Oh, that's why. Let's create a new layer. Thanks. Now let's do that. Thanks. So that's that. We're going to object it. We're going to rasterize and size it. We want to transparent it, and we want to press OK. So a high resolution 3D API. Bring it over to swatches. For those who want to know how I'm doing all this stuff, I did do a video last week. It's on YouTube, how to create notebooks from scratch, and it's that. So this is what we're doing. I won't go through the whole thing. We want to get onto this one or that one, and then we're going to change it to that pattern. That pattern looks crazy. So we want to create it a bit bigger. So let's see what 200% looks. Ooh, that's nice, everyone. Look how cute our pattern looks. That's cute, right? I love that. That looks amazing. Let me just make sure that that's actually on the artboard itself. Sometimes you can make it a little bit bigger just to make sure that you are on that artboard. Thanks for anyone who's playing with their drill today. I appreciate you so much. Oh, thanks auto save. Sounds like a dentist drill. So let's just bring it out just the tinsy smidge so we know that it's part of the artboard. Okay, we love. Let's just it, and then we're just gonna call it, where is it? That one. We're gonna call it, what did we call it? Pretty with pink. And we're going to save that. Okay, we've done that. Saved it. Oh, why has that got that huge line there? Of that! This is what happens with Illustrator sometimes. And we don't like it, do we? See how it's got that? Then we have to work out why it's got that line. Oh, that. Let's do the swatch again. Because sometimes that does it, and I don't know why. If anyone knows why, please let me know. Like, see how it's got that line? I don't know why that does it. Let's see what we've got. That. See, that's the overprint view, which shows a line, but on our pattern itself, it does not show any kind of line. Let's make the background this is a good way of seeing if the pattern's weird. See, there is no, if you would see a break in the pattern because it would have a line in it, right? This is when I go into a conundrum of why that happened. Let's see if we've got anything showing. No. Okay, so let's just save it again. Sometimes that happens. So we'll just get rid of that swatch. And maybe we'll do that one again. Okay. Maybe I'm doing something wrong along here. Okay. I think it's this process. It's stuffing up somehow. I don't know what that means. Art optimized super sampling. I don't know what that means either. Let's see what that means. Oh, it doesn't mean anything. It's 300 dpi. I wonder if we do it white and then see if that's going to make a difference. Bring it into swatch. Now I understand that there'll be people on YouTube saying, you know, you can do this on Illustrator, right? And I know that, but and I mean like the pattern on Illustrator. Scale. If it doesn't work, I will get off camera and then work it out. So obviously, doing the transparent thing, I did it as a white this time and it's worked. So hooray for me. Okay, so let's go into, this is the prettiest one ever. Let's go on to 2. We want 2 copies per page and we want the scale to be 22. No, we want it to be 23. I wonder what 24 looks like. Okay. Let's check our quality because we want it to be high. Yes. Matte photo paper. Perfect. That's what we want it. And then we want to print. Now, it does say low ink, so I have no idea if this is going to work or not. This is the beauty of having your own sticker surface pattern business. It's like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. In the meantime, let's just move this over here. That's the cutest pattern in the world. Let's see if we can get onto Spoonflower and see what, which I tend not to do, which I should do. I'm trying to do a whole brand over here. On Spoonflower. Spoonflower, for those who don't know, is where you can put your surface patterns and create fabric from it, and then wallpaper, fabric, gift paper, and then you can have it for sale, and then people buy like blocks of your fabric, and then they can make anything that they want out of it. But what we're going to do is we want to go into upload your design. Let's see if it's going to actually let me do it. Just so you know, we're printing, so we may as well. Pretty with pink. I own it. Upload the file. And then this will give you a fair idea of, you know, what it will look like when it's on different materials. So you could create, as Alison said, pillowcases or quilt out of it. You can create anything. So whenever you get your fabric, you can make tea towels out of it. You can do anything that you want. So this is what it's going to look like on fabric, which is cute. Wallpaper. Oh, that's really big. So we can make it a bit, oh, that's cute. You can make it bigger if you want to. With the fabric. Fat quarter, all that stuff. You'd have to put it all on that. I wonder if it'll show me what it looks like on bedding if I was just to save this. It may not. I might have to go through the whole thing. And do it. I'm trying to think of the other thing that I would use. I can't think of what it's called at the moment. But in the meantime, this pattern's looking amazing. The blue's kind of turned into a bit of a green, so what I'll have to do is adjust the colour variation. It could be that the ink's running out as well, but I'll have to check, because I like this turquoise, whereas the print, by the look of it, it's almost finished, by the look of it is coming up a bit green, you know. And for those who know me, you know I don't like green. Green's for trees, that's about it, and grass. So let me just move you up here. Oops, I'm sorry. Move you up a bit. Again. Oops. Come on. Thanks. Okay, so, ta-da! This is what it looks like. That's super cute, right? I love it. See how that's a bit brighter with the green? So I can adjust that in my print settings, which I probably will. But super happy with it. So let's take that concept and create a book with it. We want to create a book a day. That's the goal for the launch on Friday. We're creating a notebook a day. And then you guys can vote which ones that you like and all that stuff. So it's 8 1/4, which is 4 1/4 half. So we'll bring that down. And as I said, I did a whole tutorial last week on how I create those. I'm going fast so you can see how, well, not fast, basically say the speed that I create them. So you do 3. I don't know if I did 3 there. I always score it 3 times. You can see in the video why. Let's just put that aside. Let's count out 25 pages. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Was I clever? 4. Oh my god. Oh, that would have been brilliant. Good morning, Erin. How are you? We've created this today, Erin, together from scratch. So this is the new Pretty in Pink. We've called it Pretty with Pink pattern that we've done. So that's that one. Before I cut that, I'm going to show you these. These are the little horizontals I did the other day. I spent so much time doing them, then I realised I did them completely the wrong size, so they cut all weird. But would you guys like a small planner like that, perhaps? I'm sick of tonsillitis. Oh, Erin, you poor bugger. Your health's really knocking you around, hasn't it? I don't know what you would do with it. I was thinking perhaps then you could have it like, maybe instead of this month's goal, it could be shopping, like dairy, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. Like, is it too small? Is it a thing that's too small? Should it be? Like, I've got it as the biggest size, of course. But yeah. I didn't realise until I actually cut it. Then I'm like, why did I make it this small? But I totally love that size horizontal for a plain one. Just plain paper. But let me know. Like, is that a thing that you would do? Like, little planning? I think it would get in the road, to be honest. I don't know if we would use it, would we? Okay, so let's move out over that way. We've got our trusty, beautiful, long-armed stapler. So what we want to do is we want to move that up a bit. We want to put, I'm looking, 2. We want to put 2 staples in the middle there, and that's why I do 3 lines, so you can put it in the middle, you know. Someone's beeping. Maybe they're like Uber Eats. Is it too early for lunch? Oh my god, I'm hungry already. Okay, so we've got that. Use your muscles. Try not to hesitate because you'll stuff up your staple. And then on this side, oh, I nearly sat down and I hadn't done the other side yet. This side. Oh, see, that is not a goer. Let me do the other one first and then I'll fix that one up. That's better. Okay, so what happens now, it's always good when it stuffs up because I can show you what to do, is when you put it over, see how that's just not a goer? It didn't even go through that second page, second part. So let's just use our trusty Cricut spatula that is not used for this particular purpose, but it's brilliant to use for this particular purpose. Because you're not getting your finger caught on these staples too. And you can use a fair amount of pressure. So make sure they're all down. Let's just get this one up. If you find that it's caught somewhere, just give it a little wiggle. And then make sure that it actually is out. Bring that up again. Find your owl. You're not probably going to get it in exactly the right hole, but you know, that's why you have a second store tab on your shop. And oh my goodness, did I just do that? Okay, sometimes this happens that it will not go through because we hesitate, don't we? We hesitate. Let's think of someone that we really are not loving, and you know, we'll just use all our aggression to. Nope. Maybe we need to do it as someone that we really love. Oh, I don't even know where that went, to be honest. That's for the housekeeper, aka me, later on, to work out why I do wear socks when I walk around carpet, and I've used staples. Okay, let's just... If it doesn't do it this... Okay, it's done it. I was going to threaten, could you tell? I was going to threaten here. Okay, so we've done that 50 billion times, so that will be in the second store because it's going to be, you know, a little bit weird. Do you guys want to come over with me like we did last time? I'm still working on Gemma's things. Let's go over here. This is why we're getting the new camera. So it's going to be easier to... Why is that? Okay, that's weird. So what we want to do is we want to go halves first, don't we? So let's bring that up. You guys are going to be in the road. Let's do half first. Half first. Like that. I'm going to make a bigger one of this too. I've just decided now. I should actually print that off while I'm doing this, hey. Don't be ridiculous. I can do that when I'm doing other stuff. So this particular one will be available in the store this Thursday. And when I say this particular one, I meant this particular pattern. Just go a wish. Use your muscles. Okay. Bring him up. Take him out. Move you guys over. So this is when we do our scoring. Staple gun 5. Oh, you can see my socks. Nick 0. Okay, so we've got that. Now what we want to do is we want to score it. So what we're doing, because we did it in 3, and see that just is weird. So this is going to be a weird one. But we want to score it on, we want to bend it on that particular score there. So you just give it a little coax and then squeeze the other side as well, just to give that a bit of a coax. And then we can squeeze this side as well. Give that a little bit of a coax. Okay, so we want to make sure we're pretty much even Stevens before we really give it a good talking to. So that's even Stevens. Squish him down, flick him around, and then just drag that knife just so it starts teaching it to bend that way. So again, on this side, you want to go on that scoring part. And I'll show you the guys this every single day until you get it down pat. As I said, we're creating a notebook a day this week. Ouch. I say ouch and I'm not even hurt. It's weird. Okay, that. Hold on. And then I'm going to take you over and show you something else you can do. When you've done this pattern, you can do so many more things with this thing. So as I said, this notebook's going to be a bit weird because the staple didn't do what the staple was supposed to do. But that's what happens. This is why it's called a handmade product. Because they're unique, as my dad used to say. Uniques. Okay, so this one's probably going to be a lot better. We would hope. So bring that down. Try to put your finger there and then on that part rather than this part, because when you drag it along, sometimes it does pick up the paper fibers. So you want it as close as to that rounded part as possible, if that makes sense. That way, and then this way. Okay. Cool. So we've got those. Around and round we go. And then what we want to do is bring this up. And then put them so it's even along this B7 is where you want to put it. And then it should line up with your pattern underneath there too. So the one that's the one closest, if that makes sense. So don't cut where it's overlapping, cut where it's meeting. So, and that normally means that you cut the one, see what I mean? So you cut the one that's overlapping, and that way it is normally front back, if that makes sense. Front and back. So on the B7, oops. Okay, so squish him down. Try not to squish him too much, but enough so he doesn't move. Bring you over so you can, and use your muscles. Whew, that was a tough one. Put this in the bin straight away. A tidy studio is a productive studio. Don't let anyone messy tell you otherwise. So we've got a beautiful cut on that side. So we want to cut the ends and then we're done. So to cut the ends, what we want to do... Oh, I don't like that. Why did that do that? Let's just fix that one up first. Sometimes best laid plans and all that. Let's just get that better. I am nothing but a perfectionist. I'm nothing but a perfectionist. Nothing but not. I don't know. You know what I mean. Let me know if you know what I mean down in the comments. Okay. Because it's a bit thicker, this may split, but that's okay. This is just our practice. That's quite good actually, that one. Probably just a hair. That one's got more invested in it. So bring it down. This one's going to squish more. See how it's moving? So just hold on to that. So it's going to be level. Okay. This is probably one of my best inventions. That would be nice. Things that I actually bought for the studio. It's only now though that I'm starting to use it properly, but it has been one of my most what's the word, like most prized? No, you know what I mean. Like, it's the thing that I'm so glad that I bought it. It's helped considerably, especially with creativity wise as well. If I'm feeling a bit funky with my art and think, I don't know what I'm doing, it's quite nice to be able to make bookmarks and maybe cut them off, or as I've done, start making notepads, and just gives yourself that nice professional clean look when it comes to your notebooks. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Still not, I think once that gets smoothed down it'll be better. Sometimes, see how that happens, once we put that underneath a either a block of books or in your vise, and it flattens it a hell of a lot more, you can then re-trim them just a little bit just to make it flush with what you're doing. But ta-da! That is the Pretty with Pink that we've just created. So as I said, I'll be doing this in the bigger style, which is this size book as well. So I'm going to create that in a minute. But I absolutely love this pattern. Love it. What I wanted to create is perhaps, how would we do that? I'm just thinking of how to create something I'm thinking about on, I think this would be an amazing pattern for washi tape, definitely. So I will put that and submit that in. Next month is a washi tape month, so it depends on what my Patreons say. They might say yay, or they might go meh. But I think it would make an awesome washi tape. It's just nice and bright, it's colourful, it's summery, it can be springy if you want it to be a spring pattern, which I think is cute. I will change the settings of my printer to see if this can come out a little bit more aqua. So I will do that in the bigger one. Actually, I might do that one, chat with you guys. And then what I want to do is I'm going to create a sticker pack. So we've got that. Let's just get into our thing, and we just want to print one off, don't we? Yes. So yeah, so I'm just going to print that now, and then I'm going to jump on over to my iPad, and I'm going to basically, now what I do, I'll show you from start to finish. It's only 10 o'clock. Basically what I want to do is then, because I like that particular artwork, as well as the pattern, but the flowers and things like that, I would get onto the OG one, because that's the one that's got all the different colours. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, not the OG one, the second one. Because that's got the littles and the bigs as well. It's exactly the same, isn't it? Except for that colour. Yeah, okay. So what I'll do is I'll go into the OGs, and what I would do is make that blank. So there's no colour on it, because I want to save it as a PNG over on my computer. So I just get it on PNG, export, airdrop it onto that. There it goes, bling bling. Eventually, did it do it? Oh yeah, I just don't have the sound. Okay, so that's one. And then we want, I want that one. That one. As well. Perfect. How cute would this be actually, this pattern, be as like a summer tablecloth? That would look really cute, right? All these things you can do with patterns is amazing. That one, I'm just making sure that it's saved onto my computer properly, or it's gonna get lazy. Okay, that one. We've got our orange. Got our reds. So why I'm doing this now, because I like this particular artwork, I want to now create sticker packs out of it. So this is when the surface stuff then becomes more of a really cool thing that you can make stickers out of. So let me see if I've got purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for some reason. So I've got the red, the blue, the orange, the purple, and that pink. What am I missing? I think I'm missing that one. Or maybe I'm missing that one. No, that's that one. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out which one I'm missing. I've got that. This is why you should name them when you do them. That one? Is that one? That one? I think it's... No, that's that one. Okay, we've done that. Have we done purple? No, that's the one. Cheeky. Okay, that larger one has just printed off and it looks amazing. So that's going to be a really, really lovely cover for one of the planners. It'll be a cover for the plain page, as well as the different style planners, so exercise planners, wellness planners, goal setting planners and things like that. So they will be available on Thursday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take photos of all these and then put them on the website, but they'll be under like a pre-order. So if you want to get in early, you can pre-order them. Just be aware that they won't be sent out until next Wednesday. I don't want to distract myself and be trying to do it all at once, which I'm learning for 2022. Take it easy. and just do what I can. But I will put these on as a pre-order if you want to be one of the first ones to get them. As I said, you can then say you want them either in the plain or in the wellness planner and things like that, and then we've got time to create them all, which will be amazing. But I love the pattern. Love it. Okay, so we're moving back into this. And then we've got this colour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's that colour that we're missing. We can have a look later on, once I've got it over on Procreate, on Cricut Design Space. Okay, so we've exported everything that I want to export. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this iPad aside. And then, if you would like to, let's just put those up there so they don't get broken. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a bird's eye view again of creating these. So we'll just move this over. I'm getting a better arm as well for the camera, so that way you're not feeling sick whenever I'm doing this. Sorry. Oh, there you go. Fixed it. I know you're sideways, kinda. Will it let me go like that? Sometimes Facebook then says, don't turn the camera. Okay, so we want to rename these because it's ridiculous and we, you know, obviously got in trouble. So magenta, we'll just put magenta flower. How do you spell magenta? Magenta? See, this is when I can't, magenta? No, magenta, okay. Yeah, that's right. You know how you look at a word and you go, that can't look right. Okay, so that's the magenta flower. This is our purple flower. Purple flower. This is our orange red. Not to be confused by the red orange. Orange red flower. This one is the, see, orange flower. And I'm going to show you why this is important in a second. We did have the purples. I just didn't, you know. And this is our pink orange flower. I probably should have done that when I was doing things. And that is our aqua. I've got a feeling that these are going to come out brighter once I put them in Design Space. And that's our purple. We've got a purple already there because it's exactly the same, so we just put that file in the bin, otherwise we clutter up our, why is that not working? It won't let me. Okay, whatever. That's when I go, whatever you want. Okay, so let's get up with our Cricut. As I said, next, what my whole idea for these videos is, then you'll be able to just see my screen rather than the video of the screen and my hands and stuff, unless you like that. Because sometimes you can't see where I'm pressing, whereas here you can. So either or, let me know what you like. We want to get into new project. And what we're planning on doing, it's going to tell me that I don't have, oh, it'll say, you know, start your free trial. I don't, because I'm in Australia and I don't want to. So I just say nothing. We want to upload, and then we want to create a new image. So we want to upload the image. We want to just bring that over, get into your downloads file. Now I use a Mac, just FYI. I find it easier because you literally can just drag and drop. So we want to always do complex when it comes to Design Space, especially if you're using Procreate, because you want it to be the colors that you actually use. So we want it complex, we want it that. This is why we renamed it, because we then don't have to muck around with it. Now, don't panic about this part. See how that's the cut images and it's going to cut through? We're going to offset this one, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So just print, then cut image, and then upload. So again, so you upload image, go to the next one. I wish you could bulk drop to Cricut, and maybe that's something that they may look at in the future. That would save a hell of a lot of time than just doing it this way. But you know, apples, oranges, fight your battles, pick the ones that you can win. Orange, oops, orange, thank you. Complex, apply, print then cut image on that one. Sometimes they take a while. There you go. Upload image again. So we're onto the orange red. Complex. Orange red. Upload image. Pink, orange. See, this is why bulking would be so much easier. Or faster. Not easier, faster. I just had an idea actually while I was doing this. Once it's done, let me just have a drink of water because I'm sweating my eyeballs off. Okay, whew, it's warm here up in Queensland. Okay, complex. So the best thing with this though too is because repetition is how you learn. So like repeating something over and over and over again, repetition is how we learn. So especially if you go away for a couple of weeks or a couple of days, sometimes my brain won't retain things that it's supposed to. Why did that happen? I've just realized what it's doing. Why is that not doing? That looks cool though. Okay, let's just do something different. And then this one. Oh, which is, did I just delete the wrong one? No, I didn't. Oh, we didn't delete it, did we? Okay. Yeah, I just realized what was happening. Let's see what happens when we go on to here though. So we've got it on upload. We want to get all our files. So just click through and grab them all and then add. Hey Janice, how are you? So Janice, we've just created our new pattern for today. I'm doing a pattern a day for the planners that are coming through on Thursday, launching Thursday. So that's the new journal covers, and that's our little tiny books that we can put in our bags and things like that. So we've just created those from scratch. And then I'm just about to get onto Design Space, which I'm doing now. And we're going to create a sticker pack, but I don't know why that purple did that. Sometimes Procreate, Design Space and Procreate will not chat together. So I might have to rethink that. I do like that one and I do like that one. But I don't like how this has happened and that has happened in the files. And as I said, sometimes that's a Design Space. They always will tell you it's a Procreate problem. It is not. It is a Design Space problem. Especially like the customer service for Cricut is very, very good until you're like, hey, I'm just giving you a heads up. No worries, Oh god, your system crashed. That's not fun. So, because that did that, what we might have to do is move that out the road. What we'll have to do is, can you guys see that? I'm just going to bring it that way, so then I don't have to change the camera around. Actually, I'll change the camera around. You guys won't mind. There you go. What we need to do, perhaps, is put... I didn't really want to do it this way, but, you know, Create and Cricut sometimes do not mix. What my plan was to... I suppose we could do it that way. My plan was to actually have it so it would offset it, rather than me doing it this way. But it looks like because I've used the smudging tool, that's why it's not wanting to pick up those colours. They might be a bit too light for them. Oh, that! We didn't want that, Cricut. Because I don't like, yeah, it just annoys me, that's all. That they create something like that. I have a feeling that they're going to bring out their own style of tablet to design. If they were clever, they would bring out their own style of tablet that you would then design everything on, similar to what I'm just doing here with the iPad. Like, how brilliant would that be? That would integrate perfectly with Cricut themselves. And that would be amazing if that basically could happen. I don't know if it would happen, but like I said, it may happen. Let me just get rid of that one. Start again. That's probably the best way to do it, isn't it? Because it's going to show the colours up a bit better. Okay. Trial and error is always a thing. So let's get our purple one up there. Which we've done. Did I just call that purple? I meant aqua. And then we've got the reds. I always send them over as a PNG too, because it's more compressed file. I know it's a larger file and it can stuff up your computer with the amount of size that it is, but I've learnt to then put it on Procreate, on Design Space, and then delete it off my computer. I've always got it on Procreate anyway, but otherwise I then start clogging up my computer, and I've learnt my lesson. I've learnt it, Apple. So we'll do with this. Now, while we're doing this, because I did have an idea while we were putting it onto Design Space, I might create the washies in here Did I do the pink? I think tomorrow we might do a 70s vibe. I've just got inspo in my head of what I can do. We'll do a 70s pattern. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that in 2 seconds. Because Procreate's just uploaded their new system, so they've upgraded all the stuff, they've actually got files we can use which are 3D files, and one of those files is a skate. How cute is that? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Turn it around, there you go. So how cool would it be to create a skate, oops, for a 70s vibe pattern? Cute, right? We can do the wheels, we can do the pattern if we want to. We can do anything. Everything. Base layer, everything. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm going to have a play with it today anyway. But I think that would look cool, right? What I wanted to do with this is I want to actually duplicate that one, because my idea was to, how would we do this? No, actually, I want to create a bookmark canvas, turn it to the side. I want to go into this. I want to go onto that one, or that one. I want to, oops. I want to copy it. So I'll copy the layer. I want to go into this one. I want to paste that layer. But what I want to do is, bear with me, make that white, and I want to clipping mask onto that, which means we can do it this way and make a cute pattern. So we can either do it that way, or we can make it smaller, and this is why you create patterns. Let's get that magnetics off. We can do it this way, duplicate, bring that up, and then we can match it, of course, because that's why it's a pattern. Unless I'm shaky. I've done it the wrong way. How would we do that? It's because I've cut the pattern, it's not going to do it. See? I think I might just have it that size. Bear with me. that way. This is the long version of doing it, of course. Maybe. So we can do it this way. I'm going to show you a few different ways. Save that. Okay. The covers I have would... I was never really good at roller skating either, Alison, to be honest. I wanted to be, but I was not. Anne-Marie is, she loves skiing, and she loves roller skating, and she loves all that stuff. So I want to be that kind of person. I'm in the adage of, but that's going to hurt if I fall. Which I wish I was the kid that I was, the fearless kid. I wish I was her again. That's my plan, to be her again. This is weird because I'm actually seeing what the video is seeing, Oh, that's why. Because we're watching the video, aren't we? The covers you have created would make awesome contact paper. That would be cool. It hurts when you do the splits. Yes, it does. So there's another thing that I can show you too with Design Space. Get onto Design Space. But let's not get distracted because that's what Nick does. She gets distracted. Let's just break this up and call this Pretty with Pink Washi. It's not realistically washi, but same but different. And I'll show you the difference in doing it this way or doing it with Cricut. Because you can pattern fill with Cricut, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So we want to get onto this. Again, we want to do Aqua Flower. It's going to tell us that we've already got a name of that, but let's just get onto these and put them in. I don't know why it won't let me do that. Why won't you let me drag you? Anyway, it's doing something today. I don't know what it's doing. We'll just call it Flower 1. Okay. That's purple 1, flower. Now I always put what it is at the end too. Orange, red, oops, red 1 flower. Because when you're in Design Space, I can just type in flower and all the flower files come up, rather than if I just put Aqua 1, like the computer will be like, what's that mean? Orange flower. It just saves you time in the, oops, like I just did. Saves you time in the long run. Orange 1 flower. When you're looking for something, and believe me, you always look for something. Lilac 1. Oh, little Maggie's calling out for her mum. Pink 1 flower. And then we've got orange, pink, orange. Now let's see if this has actually worked. A lot of artwork is all trial and error, or happy accidents, as I like to call them. Now, would this actually work if I was cheeky and I actually put 2 on there? Would they do that? No, they would not. Okay, it'll only do 1. Fair enough, because it has to be a file, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got that one, we've got that one. Oh, this is the orange pink flower. Let's just rethink what our life's all about because we're doing it wrong. We want the ones. So aqua 1. Oh, Mama Bird, where's your babies? She's calling them. She's saying, come here. They're like, I'm over here, I'm over here. See, that's the equivalent of come here. Okay, so we've got our purple. We've got our orange. Got our orange and red. This is how much a sticker pack takes basically to make, to be honest. Because a lot of it is trial and error, working out the file, working out if it works as a sticker pack. I sell more sticker packs than I do sticker sheets. I think it's because too I promote them all because I really do love them. Flower and that one. Another one. Did we do our... We did our washi, right? That one. With the one. See? What are you doing, Design Space? Why will you not let me do that? Purple one. Let's just ignore what Design Space is saying and we'll do these ones. For starters, we won't do that other one. So what we want to do is wait for this to happen. Ta-da! Want to bring it down to 4. That's 4 inches, by the way, that I've got it as. We want to delete that file. We want to delete that file. Let's just actually delete all the top files. And then what we want to do is each individual one, we want to put an offset, which means that, see, that they're going to put a border around it. So that's what the machine will cut. We can make it down a little bit so it's not so prominent. We want it to be as close as the original without it getting a bit done. Okay, so we love that. We apply. Then we want to go up here, and I always like it to be white because what we're going to do now, see, it's got print, then cut, then print, then cut. We want to actually not do that. We want to then flatten. So that's a whole sticker. So if I was to do the shape, which is what I do, I normally set up the page. So that is wide, if you're using inches, 6 by 7.5, and height is 9.25. 9.25 is the perfect size for the paper. That way you use as much of the sticker paper as you can. I always then bring it down the bottom, so yeah, layers are proper, and then that's what the sticker is going to look like. So let's bring it to 3 for now, and then we do the offset. Best thing with the offset that they have done actually is they then lock it into what you previously had, so you don't have to muck around and try to guess what it is. So you apply, then you're going into your white. We want to grab both of them, flatten, bring it down to 3 just so we can put it on the paper for now, and then next one. So offset, as I said, repetition. Apply. You can do different colors if you want to as well. I mean, you don't have to put white if you don't want to. Your brand could be completely different to what mine is. 3 and down. So next one. Once it's done, apply, white, double, flatten, 3. And then this one, purple and orange is nice, isn't it? I don't know why it's not picking that up though. We can try and save it again. Flatten, okay, and then 3. So let's go in and see if we can upload it again, because it didn't show up, did it? Is that one? No, that might be that one. Let's see if it is. See, this is going to take forever because, oh no, I thought it was going to take forever. What was it? It was 0.139, wasn't it? So we'll just wait for it, see how it's still going. We'll just wait for it to do its thing. Okay. Cool. Okay, so you can do that. You can also, if you wanted to, with your upload, you can pattern fill. So you want to upload the pattern that we've just created. So you just go over exactly like you do with the upload the image. So upload pattern, so browse. You want to do that, print then cut pattern. So on that, you then go into cancel. You can then go over here, press a shape. So let's do a circle. So with that circle, we can go up here to print then cut. And then we want to put color pattern. So with the pattern, it should have our pattern there. Ta-da! So that's another way you can do it too, which is cute. So that's the way that I would actually do the washi instead of the way I just did it before. They've done big strides with working on their patterns. It used to be weird but now it's pretty good. So with your washi, you would just do it the size that you want. I like bigger washi. Then we want to get onto print cut. Instead of color, you want pattern, and then find the pattern that is yours. They already have patterns already done up. See, this is what I don't like. Let's see if it will give us edit pattern, scale. That's better. So that one. Ta-da! There you go. So that's how you do your washi too. And that will cut around, because it's a print and cut file. You can lock that if you want to. And then that will cut some washi as well, which is cute. We want to make these. It is pretty, isn't it? How cute would that be as a proper washi though? Like a washi tape. You guys, would you like that? Could that be our first design? I mean, we'll tweak it, of course. But, you know, washi, for those who don't know, it just means Japanese paper. And it's like that. And it's just like a continued pattern, which is what we've just created. I don't know, I think it's great. Okay, so 3, we want probably 2s. Remember, it's 2 inches, and that's fairly big. My cutest tape measure broke, and we haven't had a chance to go to the craft store and get some. So now I've got Anne-Marie's I'm a Working Girl thing. So remember, 2 inches is that size. For those guys playing at home, 2 inches is actually just that size. That's rude, Erin. That's a big size for a sticker. So I think that's a great size to start, and then we'll go lower. So remember, we're making sticker packs now. So what I normally do is I put that there. I say 2 inches. Put that over there. That one's 2 inches. Put that over there. That one's 2 inches. Put that over there. And that one's 2 inches. So we've got 6 large and a washi. We can then, I'm trying to think of a way we can do it better. We'll do it that way. So then we've got more space for the washi. And I'll show you why we're doing it this way. So we'll do that. We'll duplicate that and make another one. So then we've got 2. Let's unlock that so we can get it a little bit wider, longer. So that one we'll duplicate. And then we've got these. Let's just bring them up, save them. And then we want to, let's see what happens when we do by 3. That's what we want to do. So we want to do by 3. So we'll do that twice. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Thank you. Sometimes my computer's like, no. And then that's going to be a 95. So that's just under 1 inch for those playing at home. So again, so we'll do that. We'll copy, paste. Copy, paste. What did I do? I did 3, didn't I? Yeah, 3. See my brain. 3. Copy, paste. 3. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just bring these ones up a bit while we're counting. 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I love it. What I do is I then do that. I then minimalize or just not have it visible. These square, because we're not printing that. But we know exactly that this is a page for, and a perfect printing page for cricket. So we want to attach it. We want to get my trusty, for those who've got an iPad and don't know how to attach their Cricut to their iPad, get yourself one of these. I got this from JB Hi-Fi. It's a Sataki. It gets really, really hot. So don't ever leave this in your computer. It gets boiling hot. It shouldn't. I'm going to upgrade to an Alvino or whatever it's called. But that then gives you your USB things, because my laptop doesn't have a USB. It's just got this. So we get that. We then get our, where is it? I want that one. We again get our Cricut. We attach it to the computer. Okay. I want to save it first, because sometimes with Cricut it then says, I don't want to, and then you've lost everything, and then you swear at them a couple of times. Well, not at them in particular. I then save it under die packs. But, you know, you swear at yourself, you question your life choices, and then you go and play Animal Crossing for a few hours. Okay, so we put in our trusty sticker paper. I've left all the links in our Patreon of what I use for sticker paper, who I go through and all that stuff. That's part of the perks of being in the community, so you can get all my stuff. Oh, I think she's found them, the little baby magpie. We want to attach it. So this is when we're making our stickers. It may take a while sometimes because, you know, design space. There you go. Perfect. Continue. I am worried that the printer is going to not want to play with me, but let's just see. Send to printer. Now this is where you can go completely wrong or be fantastic. You want to not add bleed. You want to wait until that, and then you want to use your system dialog, and then you print. So what's going to happen is either going to come up here or it'll go behind. With mine, it normally goes behind. So I just have to, sometimes I sit there and I'm like, where the hell is it? And oh, that's right, see? So what we want to do here is take a breath. We want to lay out, and we want to go into quality and media. I want to go into matte photo paper and high, which is done. Thankfully, I've saved it as last use settings. That's the way to do it. Do it as your last use settings. Create a preset with it. You can create a preset, save current settings as a preset, and then that way it'll always do it for you. But what I want to do is I want to actually get onto color options, because we noticed in this print itself that our aqua wasn't being as aqua as we wanted it to. I'm going to go in with the printer, and I'm actually going to make that a little bit higher with the aqua, just to do that. So it'll be 10. Normally I do it to 9, but, well, let me get 9. So we've got a lot of pinks and magentas, so I do that to 9 as well. And this is why people always say to me, how do you get your colors to be so bright? This is how I do it. And 9. Brightness, you want it as normal. You don't want to do, you know. Intensity, you can change that if you want to. Contrast, I tend to have it on 2 or 3, and then we then hit print. Print. My watch just told me to stand up, which is a good time to stretch our bits. When this is all happening, I then put it on printer sticker paper white, which means that then it will cut as a die cut. It won't cut as a removable sticker. So I wait for that to happen. We do a little dance. So it may take a while, but we can see. In the meantime, I'm going to show you a few of the things that are going to be launching on Thursday. So, on the website itself, these will all be launching on Thursday. As I said, I'm going to put up a pre-order It'll be called a pre-order, which means that you basically order it and then I can make it for you. And then I know how much I need to get and what ink I need to get and all that stuff. So these are already on the website. So they're already on the website. You can get them now, which are beautiful and wonderful. So that's the pattern. These are 50 pages and they're blank. Perfect, perfect, perfect to put in any of your handbags or bags or put it on your desk or anything like that. This is going to be launched, this pattern is going to be launched on Thursday. So it's the beautiful sunflowers that we did on Friday. We actually created this pattern live on Friday. So they will be available in the store, as well as the large is available in the store as well. And this will also then come into with all our journals. They're going to be blank, available as blank. So this is the patterns that you can see. So it's all those, plus the one that we've done today. That's going to be portrait. Then you can do your landscape if you wanted to do landscape. And then you can also have the option of having it as a proper planner. So that proper planner, and it will be called daily check-in. So you can say you want it blank, or you want it daily check-in, or you want it, where's the other one? You want it with your schedule goals, so that's another one. These will all be named, of course. And then you've got that for the schedule goals 12. That's the fruit salad range that's coming through. We've also got the kind of people, my kind of people. They're launching on Thursday, which is cute. We've got these, which are cute little, they're just hardcover. The same, actually, thickness as I use for my covers, so they individually will be for sale. It's just, you know, one thing, so that's a little cheap option. That's for sale, as well as the sticker packs. I'm going to do a whole motivational sticker packs. We've got this sticker pack. Look how cute that looks. See the difference in colouring when you have a play around. And also, of course, this pattern that we've just created today. We're wanting to create a pattern a day. So look at the difference when I played with the settings of my printer. So that's the original, and then that. When you've just played with the settings a little bit, made them a bit brighter, that is more realistic, isn't it? So yeah, so what we'll do is we're going to then put this on our mat. Let me bring you over so you're not just standing there staring at something rather than nothing. So I'll lock you in here. Oopsies. Come on. Thanks. Are you going to sit? Yeah. Behave. Facebook. Thanks. Okay, so we got our mat. No judgment on the messiness of the mat. Thank you very much. My mat's probably less sticky now, but there's a way around that. So I just make it. Some people actually do it so it's got this part on the front. I've never done it that way. I'm probably doing it completely upside down and backwards, but you know, works for me. I do get OCD in the fact that of where I'm putting it. Okay, and then because it's not as sticky as I want it to be, I then use my matte sticker and then just make sure that it's set down, because there is nothing worse than it all. Because we're using it as die cut, it's going to cut around it completely, so you can lift it off. And sometimes, because these mats weren't originally designed for the maker, sometimes the mats are a teensy bit, I find that they basically catch a little bit with the Maker 3 compared to with the Explore. So we'll just do this. This is also good too once you're using adhesive, so you're using it as a waterproof, or if you want to clear stickers. The crickets tend to not pick up the clear sticker. Get yourself a sellotape, which is the muted, frosted, and put it over the black line, and that way it will cut. It'll read the cut lines. So I'm just going to bring it over to here for now, and then I'll show you what we're doing. So we've got it over on the machine. I'll sit you on my hip so you can see. It's going to be annoying because it will want me to press a button. Press the button. Hello. Okay, and then they go. Sometimes it does that and I'm like, hello. But that's the way to do it. So there's heaps and heaps of stuff coming, but I would like this opportunity to ask you guys what you would like to see too. Do you like these kind of tutorials where I'm just chatting with you while I'm working in the studio? I find that I do more productive work when I'm doing this, and then I feel like I'm talking to you guys as well. Otherwise, I don't feel like I'm talking to anyone and I'm just in the studio working. And when I say that, I mean that I'm not reaching out or just engaging with you all. I'm just in my happy little bubble working, and then I'm like, why isn't anyone talking? But yeah, we've got so many new things happening in the next couple of months that we're really super excited about and can't wait to tell you about. But in the meantime, I am super excited about launching these books. I know that there will be some that are more popular than the other, and it'll be interesting to see which ones you gravitate towards, whether it's blank or whether it is in the planners themselves that you would like to use. But yeah, it's exciting. So there'll be 3 designs. There'll be this small little designs. This is mine because I've smudged it. There'll be that size portrait, and then there will be that size dashboard or horizontal portrait or landscape. So there'll be 3 different things. So you can say you want that design in portrait, blank, please. Or that design in, that design in landscape, blank, or that design in portrait with the planner stuff. You know what I mean? So there's all that logistics happening in the background as well, trying to work out how to say that so it's easier for you guys to order too. Hooray! Creating cute stickers. Let's move over and see what it's doing. So it's getting to the stage where it's almost finished. I think this is going to make a really cute sticker pack. Oh, can you see this? This is what I mean about see how it's lifting? I don't like it because it lifts the pages themselves, and that's why I tend to put the sticker thingy. It's going to spit at us. I always move out the phone. Okay, so let's bring you down. Baby, down. Let's see what they look like. Ta-da! Oh, I like the washies. Okay, it's cut a little bit close to those, so I might have to calibrate my machine. The big ones have cut properly, just small ones they seem to have, for some reason, not cut. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. So, this is cute. I can't wait to make a plan with me now. So here's your stickers from today's pattern design. Look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is going to make a really, really cute plan with me. With these little ones. Cute. There's your washies. Love it. Love it. Hooray! Look at that. I always clap when I like, hooray! Okay, so there's our washies, which is cute. And then there's all of our little colours, so they come out perfect with the colouring. That's just changing up that printer, which is cool. Then we've got these colours. Amazing. So that's your 20 pack right there. This pack will be available on Thursday too, which is cool in glue there. And then I'll be able to create a whole, let's just move these out the road. We're going to get some shelves for the store, for the studio, so we can pack all these up properly. But let me just move these over. And let's see what this is like. We'll just save that file. Save it. And then we'll shut down Cricut. I do that because, as I said, this gets super, like, that's really, really hot. That's like if you blow drying your hair and then you put your fingers on the top of the hair dryer. You know, that heat, that's how hot that is. It shouldn't get that hot, but anyway. It's crazy. Okay, so the idea for that was to... I've got my Januaries, which is cool. We've done that. I haven't written in Saturday, Sunday because I was resting. But the idea was then to have our planners up. Oh, just so you guys can see properly. My stomach is still growling, everyone. Just FYI. Oh, let me just hold this for a second. Sorry, it's shaky. That's better. Unless it goes careering down. Which it might do anyway. Okay, so my idea for this was this. So I wanted to perhaps have that on that side. And then that on that side. Which is cute, right? Let me just move this over. That way. I've still got poor Gemma's thing there that I'm creating. Sorry, Gemma. It'll all be done. I promise. Okay. So, and then, you know, you can have a bit of a play around with how you'd want it. I quite like having things in the middle here, and then that way, if you wanted to, you can create a situation in your planner where you say, well, that's personal and then that's business, or this is my what I need to get done this week, and then that is my fitness schedule, things like that. So it kind of breaks up and makes it to be a nice little banner, you know. So we can do it that way if we wanted to. You can go all out and kind of bring that up too if you wanted to, which is cute. And then have it so it's kind of, you know, like so. But that is super, oh, what are you doing over there? That is super, super, super cute. I'm really, really happy with how these turned out. I hope you love them. As I said, this pack will be available on the site on Thursday. I'm going to take some photos of them in a second, just as I finish with you guys. That is so cute. And I absolutely love the washi. I think the washi is going to look amazing, right? How bright it is and things like that. So that's amazing. But thanks everyone for hanging out with me today. I know it was a long one. These will be long ones. Over on YouTube, we will be doing like 3-hour sessions. And it can be like either just a chat or a how-to or anything like that. With the Animal Crossings, they will also be 3-hour sessions, and that's when we have fun. We let loose, we create like little cute villages, and we have a play, because sometimes when you're working, you need a situation where you then can have a play, and that's what Animal Crossing means to me. So that is Nickib.crossing over on YouTube. I haven't actually done a video on that yet, so, but I will be. But on the Plan with Nickib B YouTube, this is what we'll be doing next week, which will be amazing. I'm planning on doing one Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now, when I say next week, let me get the date up, because it is Australia Day next Wednesday and I'm away for 3 days. So it might be only Monday, and I think we're back on Friday. I'll let you know on Monday. I'll definitely do a video over on YouTube on Monday. I'm holding myself accountable for that, and that'll be a live video, just similar to what we've done here. We can have a chat. You can live chat on there as well, which is what we're doing here on Facebook. And then definitely in February, that's when we start doing Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Will be all the planning stuff, and then Tuesday, Thursdays, or it could be completely different, is the Animal Crossing stuff. So you'll have content every day from me, basically. But the main thing is that I want you to work on or understand or whatever, if you want to, is just play. This is all about playing for me. It's all about creating. Like, my idea in my head, if you watch the start of the video, is completely different to how it all worked out at the end, and I'm absolutely stoked with how it worked out in the end. So always give yourself some grace, and with your art, and just play and just see what happens, and take risks, delete, start again, change the color, change the idea, change anything up, and then you'll be able to create what you want to create. So what we've done here is we've created a pattern for fabric, a pattern for wallpaper, a pattern for gift wrapping. We've created a pattern for our journals, and we've created a sticker pack for our planners. So that was all done just today, and I've just created a whole income stream on different things for myself. Do you see how that happens? So if you love content like this, let me know and just say, Nick, I love this, I really want more of it. You know, put me up in the background like Alison does at her work, and I'll be chatting along with you. But yeah, let me know if you love this as well. If you do and you're over on YouTube right now, just give this a thumbs up, comment what you love the most about it, and do subscribe to the channel because it helps me out greatly. If you are over on Facebook, do the same. You can save and love heart the video and then also save it. That helps me out greatly too. But in the meantime, if you want more of this, jump over to the Patreon /Nickib, Playing with Nickib B. I'll be showing you more stuff on there. Patreon have got a thing where they're going to be able to do live videos. I think it's going to be live videos, which will be excellent because you girls will be able to say, hey, like I'll be able to do a 5-minute tutorial. I laugh at myself. On how to create shading or how to create an offset for your stickers, you know, stuff like that. And we'll put that up every day as well, which will be cool and groovy. But have a great day, everyone. I'm just about to take some photos of this particular spread because I love it. I will probably be back on, well, I'll definitely be on tomorrow. That's when I tend to do my Plan With Me's, to be honest. So we're going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to create some lovely little boxes that have got this on there, and then that might be also in the sticker pack. So at the moment we've got 20 stickers in the sticker pack. There may be more depending on what I create as well. And you'll see all those tomorrow. So you'll see all the sticker pack already done and dusted, and then we're going to be doing our Plan With Me's tomorrow with that. But have a great day, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me again. I know that your time is precious, and when you spend it with me, I just really appreciate it. I hope you're well, hope you're keeping well, and not taking too much on. Rest when you can, drink water when you can, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. Thanks, bye.